Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan visited Germany on Friday for the first time in 4 years. Both countries share some unavoidable mutual interests. However, Erdogan's visit...
Turkey has shocked the world by cutting off oil supplies to Israel over a controversial rail project, the IMIC. This project, backed by the US and the EU, aims to change trade routes between Europe and India, challenging China's plans. Can a group of nations, including the UAE and Israel, create the IMIC without Turkey? Will President Erdogan's warnings hold? Turkey is also negotiating with Iraq and the UAE for a $7 billion road project connecting Iraq to Europe. What impact will this have on global trade? Turkey's strained relations with the EU, along with historic sanctions from the US and exclusion from the BRICS conference, raise concerns. Is Turkey's non-alignment policy failing? Will Erdogan's proposed trade corridor become a reality? Can Erdogan navigate these complex international relations? What's next for Turkey? Too many questions, right? Don't worry. We will answer them all in this one video. So stay tuned till the end. Turkey's recent departure from long-standing cooperation with Israel has thrust the region into a state of flux, and the ripple effects are nothing short of seismic. President Erdogan's bold move to cut off oil supplies to Israel as a retaliatory measure against their support for a contentious rail and maritime corridor has not only heightened tensions but also set the stage for a geopolitical showdown. Israel now finds itself in a scramble, grappling with the ramifications of Turkey's aggressive sanction. The focal point of this upheaval is the International Maritime Integration Corridor, IMIC, a visionary rail connection that brings together nations like the United Arab Emirates, Jordan, Israel, and Saudi Arabia. This coalition, backed by both the United States and the European Union, is on a mission to redefine the very essence of transporting goods between Europe and India. But what makes the IMIC such a game changer? By opting for a sea route, it directly challenges China's expansive Belt and Road Initiative, raising eyebrows on the global stage. Yet in the midst of this transformative initiative, Turkey perceives the IMIC as a significant threat to its historical role in facilitating trade between Europe and Asia. The unfolding drama of the International Maritime Integration Corridor, IMIC, as a grand geopolitical stage, with President Erdogan taking center spotlight. Here he issues a stern warning to the United Arab Emirates: no corridor without Turkey. It's not just a proclamation, it's a strategic move, a chess piece in the intricate game of global politics. Erdogan's counterproposal unveils a high-stakes gambit, securing access to Iraq's Development Road Initiative, a crucial transit route stemming from the oil-rich Bas district in southern Iraq. Enter the diplomatic arena, where former Minister Hakan Fidan spills the beans on Turkey's behind-the-scenes maneuvers. The nation is knee-deep in negotiations with Iraq, the UAE, and Qatar, underlining the gravity of these talks in the grand scheme of things. Now, let's shift our gaze to the southern Iraqi region of Bas, where construction is already in full swing for an audacious $7 billion development road project led by the Italian powerhouse Progetti Europa Global. But hold on, this isn't just about reshaping the physical landscape. This venture has grander aspirations. It aims to weave a comprehensive road and rail network, seamlessly connecting the port of Grand Faoul to various Iraqi cities. As the narrative unfolds, it's not just about construction cranes and blueprints. It's where the realms of politics and economics collide on a grand geopolitical chessboard. Turkey's navigation through these challenging waters isn't just a local affair. The world watches with bated breath. Why? Because this moment has the potential to be a game changer, not just for regional dynamics, but for the global trade landscape itself. So, here's the burning question. How will Turkey maneuver through this complex geopolitical ballet? A development road project slicing through Iraq like a lifeline, destined to stretch all the way to the Turkish border. Now buckle up, Because this isn't just any road. It's a direct ticket to Europe, a total game changer in the world of trade. But hold on, there's more to this saga. This audacious venture isn't merely about asphalt and lanes, it's about crafting a significant port along the alluring Mediterranean coast near Mersin. Why is this port a big deal? It's not just bricks and mortar. It's a key unlocking boundless opportunities for Iraq's trade and economic growth, painting a vivid picture of prosperity on a grand scale. But that's not where the tale ends. This ambitious road project isn't merely molding landscapes. It's orchestrating a symphony of shifting alliances and triggering a whirlwind of geopolitical intrigue. Enter the deputy governor of Mosul, who steps into the spotlight, casting light on a crucial truth. This monumental undertaking requires more than local muscle. Who heeds the call? None other than Turkey, the immediate neighbor to Mosul, emerges as the linchpin in this grand venture. Yet, it's not just nations making moves. It's about teamwork. Elkan, a company rooted in Istanbul, fast forward to 2022, and they're not just throwing money at the project. They're rolling up their sleeves, putting plans into action, and setting up 3 spanking new concrete batching units in the heart of Baghdad. But this isn't your run-of-the-mill investment. It's a commitment echoing far beyond the $5 billion promise President Erdogan made back in Kuwait during a summit in 2018. It's a tale of collaboration, concrete, and a commitment to a future where roads don't just connect cities. They pave the way for prosperity on a scale that resonates far beyond the hum of construction machinery. The European Union and Turkey entwined in a diplomatic tango, each move under the meticulous scrutiny of a recent study from the European Parliament. This study, akin to a spotlight, casts concerns on Turkey's path to EU membership, exposing intricacies related to human rights and legal procedures. In the symphony of geopolitics, construction cranes become instruments, and legal debates add layers to the unfolding narrative. But hold on, because the plot thickens. President Erdogan isn't content with merely exchanging glances with the EU. He's turning the pages toward a different partner, Russia. Engaging in a diplomatic dance with Putin, Erdogan's aim is nothing short of revitalizing the Black Sea grain trade. It's not just a move. It's a strategic gambit played out on the grand chessboard of international relations. Erdogan, known for his forthrightness, openly voices discontent with the EU, even hinting at a potential breakaway if the gap widens further. Now imagine this road project as more than just concrete and asphalt. It's a potential bridge over troubled waters in Turkey's relationship with the EU. Or is it the opening scene of a new chapter where Turkey seeks alternative alliances? The road ahead, much like the intricate maze of construction zones, is uncertain, promising unexpected twists and turns. How will Turkey navigate this complex landscape, and what lies in the future of its enduring quest to join the EU? Turkey finds itself at a crossroads, grappling with the challenge of striking a balance between the East and the West. Analysts view this struggle as a stumbling block in Turkey's long-standing aspiration to join the European Union, EU. The nation's global stance, consistently defying expectations set by major powers, paints a picture of an unpredictable geopolitical and economic trajectory. Enter Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the master strategist at the helm of Turkey's decisions. Amidst the backdrop of global unrest, Erdogan faces a pivotal decision that could shape the nation's future. His approach, often defying traditional alliances, has positioned Turkey as a crucial player on the international stage. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine has provided a canvas for Erdogan's diplomatic finesse, resulting in significant advantages spanning military strength, economic ties, and diplomatic triumphs. Notably, he played a pivotal role in influencing Sweden's NATO membership, showcasing Turkey's ability to navigate complex alliances. As the geopolitical landscape undergoes seismic shifts, Turkey stands poised at the forefront of change, and Erdogan unveils an intriguing third alternative: the creation of Turkey's own trade corridor. This ambitious move is not merely a trade route, it signifies a potential redefinition of Turkey's role in global affairs. Erdogan's long-standing ambition to position Turkey as a crucial ally for the United States, the European Union, and Russia takes center stage. The quest for an independent trade corridor poses compelling questions. How will this strategic shift impact Turkey's relationships with major global powers? Can Erdogan continue to deftly navigate the delicate balance between the East and the West? Or does the creation of a trade corridor herald a new era for Turkey's global positioning? Turkey's long-standing commitment to non-alignment is currently encountering a series of formidable challenges, unfolding on multiple fronts and shaping a narrative that captures global attention. The United States, in a move of historical significance, has dealt a blow to Turkey by imposing sanctions on 5 of its key shipping businesses. These sanctions, a response to alleged support for Russian defense operations during the Ukraine invasion, mark a pivotal moment in the delicate balance of Turkey's foreign relations. Turning our gaze to the east, where Turkey has sought camaraderie, disappointment sets in. On August 24th, Turkey experienced a setback with its exclusion from the prestigious BRICS group: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. This exclusion, conspicuous during the BRICS conference, raises questions about Turkey's standing among the nations. Notably, during the event, Turkey found itself absent from the list of 6 newly invited nations, a list that included Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. The reasons behind this exclusion are intriguingly tied to President Putin's absence from the conference, highlighting the intricate web of alliances in the global arena. Yet, Turkey's challenges extend beyond regional dynamics. The United States' efforts to shift global financial power away from its shores and reduce the dominance of the dollar have left Turkey feeling overlooked. Carolina Pinto, an analyst in the field, points to Turkey's dissatisfaction with its perceived lack of involvement in this transformative effort. This discontent underscores a significant shift in Turkey's foreign policy landscape. The once effective strategy of being a friend to all and an enemy to none, which has served Turkey well for a time, is now being questioned in a world marked by increasing international divisions. So, what are your views on this? Let us know in the comment section below, and if you liked this video, then do give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with your friends and family, and for more such amazing videos, do subscribe to our channel.